Warning, the trap is being set right now in crypto, and most people are about to get caught off guard. Prices will swing, charts will confuse, and emotions will run wild. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what the smart money is doing, behind the scenes of course, and how you can position yourself to stay ahead instead of being their next victim. The moves happening right now will set the tone for the next few months, and if you don't understand them guys, you will be playing their game without even realizing it. This is not financial advice, always do your own research. The crypto market's been doing what it always does, pumping, dumping, and confusing everyone in between. If you look at the total market cap chart, it's basically a roller coaster of emotions. Just as everyone on X starts getting euphoric, the market then dumps promptly, and people get tired. But it's not happening without reason. There are people who control the crypto market and dictate its direction. It moves exactly how the big whales want. Once you learn their patterns, you will stop being the victim and start playing the game. 95% of people lose in crypto, let's face it. And if you watch this video by the end, you might not be one of them. So why does this bull market feel so strange? Bitcoin and Ethereum have been climbing since 2023, but most altcoins are still dead. The truth is, this isn't the same kind of bull market we've seen before. So why are we seeing large caps like XRP, ETH, Solana having pretty good bull markets while the rest of the market seems dead? In the last bull market, when Ethereum was just breaking all highs in early 2021, retail wasn't really here yet. Most people only jumped in near the end of Q4 in 2021, right before the crash of course, the worst time to get into the market. This market's been choppy for a reason. Smart money doesn't want you in early. They want you confused, hesitant, and late. Just like last time. Many people are still not even here. There's folks who probably lost a lot of money this cycle or last cycle who don't even want to be involved in crypto anymore. They will be back though. And they will be back at the wrong time yet again. And they will enter when the market hits a certain point. We will get to this later on though. Right now, Ethereum's still hovering around its all-time high. We had a breakout move recently, indeed, but that wasn't the real breakout. What we need is a clean break above that level, and that's when the market will finally wake up and realize the bull run is actually real. Now, when the retail enters, the whales are going to manipulate the market again. Who might those whales be though? Trump runs the WLFI organization with his two sons. BlackRock, largest asset manager run by Larry Fink, also largely invested in Bitcoin. Despite thinking the Bitcoin was BS, let's face it, in the last bull market, they've done a full 180 degrees. And here's where it gets interesting. Larry Fink says Bitcoin will go to $500,000 to $700,000 on January 22nd. Now let's see what's going on the chart that period. The price of Bitcoin dropped minus 30%, so the retail got in fear, and that's when the institutions bought. Another example is when Eric Trump first tweeted "buy the dips" on the 25th of February when Bitcoin dipped 12%, and since the tweet, the market dumped another 25%. So what's really happening behind the scenes? They are accumulating at every given opportunity. Like here, when the Japan carry trade happened alongside recession fears in 2024, August. Then, the first time the tariff wars happened. The second time, and now when Trump said 100% tariffs on China, the market had the biggest liquidation, and at all these times, the big players were buying when the retail was in max fear. This market is controlled by a small group of powerful interests. So instead of fighting that reality, learn to move with it. Because when you know what they are planning, you can front run their next move. This is what is about to happen here. This is the market psychology chart. Here we can see that the top in the market is when the market is most euphoric. So when we break above previous all-time high on Ethereum and start making new all-time highs, everyone will start getting excited again. People will start believing again. The sideline money comes back in, first slowly, then all at once. That's when the real momentum starts. Then your friends start asking about crypto again. And then the headlines turn bullish. Then the celebrities will show up, I promise you. NFTs, meme coins, it all comes flooding back. And all of this is controlled by media and price action. Who controls the media, you might say? Well, the same big institutions that we mentioned previously. And who controls the price action? The market makers. The big exchanges like Binance and Bybit. And here's the truth, nobody wants to hear. Retail always buys the top, because the market has to take their liquidity for smart money to exit. The reason the market hasn't exploded yet is actually quite simple. The system's still building liquidity. Central banks are printing money, housing prices are soaring, and equities keep inflating together. The housing market is a strong indicator of where we are in the broader economic cycle. Every 18.5 years, it goes through phases of expansion and contraction. Within that time, and within that cycle, there are multiple bull markets and eventually one final blow-off top. The ultimate bull run. Right now, we're nearing the end of that cycle. If you look back at 2008, the same pattern played out. Markets were booming, people were making insane profits, and then everything crashed. History doesn't repeat perfectly, but it often rhymes. We're nearing the final phase of that cycle, the blow-off top era. This is where fortunes are made, but also lost. The next altcoin season will likely be the wildest yet, and the most dangerous too. Because when euphoria hits, everyone thinks the party will never end. That's when the smart money sells. And after that, it's the hangover time. Markets crash, jobs disappear, and the same crowd that was euphoric months earlier starts screaming scam, scam again and again. That's how every cycle ends. So your goal isn't to time perfection. It is to see the setup. We're still early in the excitement curve too. Ethereum hasn't yet made that decisive breakout. Altcoins haven't truly run. But when that moment comes, you'll realize it and you'll recognize it. It will feel too good to be true. And that's when you start playing defense. Because remember, this market runs on emotion. Fear at the bottom, greed at the top. The whales feed on both. So stay calm, accumulate smartly, don't chase the hype. And when everyone else finally starts celebrating, that's your cue to start getting cautious. This is how you win in crypto, by doing the exact opposite of what the crowd feels like doing. Every cycle tells the same story. Greed, euphoria, collapse, repeat. The names change, but the psychology never does. You can either be the exit liquidity or the one who exits first. So as we enter the final phase of this cycle, stay alert. When everyone else is celebrating, prepare your exit, because this time won't be different. It will just be bigger. If this helped you see the setup, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share this with your friends so they don't get caught off guard. That's it from me, Stan at airdrops.com. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.